Now let's move on to the AFC side of this. The AFC East is where we begin. I'll start off. The Jets. I love Zach Wilson. Chetan knows this. Anyone that's been following us knows this. I've been calling for Zach Wilson before anybody was looking at him at BYU. I'm like, this dude got it. And I believe he is going to be I think the Jets have finally, it took them 60 fucking years, but they finally found their man, Zach Wilson. They have the O-line. They have some really promising young receivers. You got Elijah Moore. You got Corey Davis. They have a decent running back crew, nothing special. Their defense, they need pass rushers. They need corners. They need work on defense. I think they have a very good head coach in Robert Saleh. I think the Jets are now on their way up. The Jets are where the Bills were 3 years ago. When the Bills got Josh Allen, the second year they made the playoffs, third year they got Stephon Diggs, they went to the championship game. I think the Jets are in that same position. This year, they missed the playoffs. They probably will be like a bad team. Next year, I think they compete for a playoff spot. The following season is when you see the rose blossom and you see the Jets back in action. But next, I got the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are a solid team, but I just think I got to see more from Tua. They got better weapons this year. They're very, very, very well coached. I just don't think on offense they got superstars. Jalen Waddle can be a superstar, but I gotta see it. And Myles Gaskins, I think he's okay. He's a serviceable running back. The Patriots, listen, man, it hurt me to the core when I heard Cam Newton got cut.
Yeah.
I saw my phone and I wanted to see, this has to be someone's messing with me, bro. Someone's messing with me. I've been rooting for Cam Newton for a long time. I'm like, bro, it would be so great for Cam Newton to take Tom Brady's team and go to the playoffs. But God knows what's going to happen to him. I would love him in Minnesota, best backup QB in football. But we'll see about that. We hope he gets picked up somewhere. Maybe Washington. Who knows? But I still think Bill Belichick, that defense could be amazing. Mac Jones, I don't know what to expect. They got decent players on offense. They have a very good O-line. But for this argument, I think just because of the head coach, Pat second, and I think it's no contest, guys. I think we all know who number one is. Buffalo. They signed Emmanuel Sanders. You got Diggs. You got Beasley. You got an O-line. You get the best QB in the division, top 5 quarterback in football. That defense is going to be better. They got one of the best head coaches. And I think the Bills are prime to rule this division for a long time. Arun, your thoughts? Your team. Your 4 teams.
All right. Let's go with the last team that I think will finish in this division. I think everybody could agree here. The Jets.
Yep.
Yes, they have Zach Wilson. Love the draft pick, but they still have a bunch of holes on this team. And I think Zach Wilson's gonna make a bunch of rookie mistakes. And hey, that's a recipe for L's throughout the season. Moving on, third place team, going with the Dolphins. Tua, Jaden Waddle. I do think the combination of Tua and Jaden Waddle is going to be fun to watch. But I also think, and I'm not being biased here, the duo of Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith is better than Tua and Waddle.
Ooh, that's a good one. Alabama.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think I'm just going to say this right here. I think Jalen Hurts is going to have a better career than Tua.
Wow, that's a take right there, bro. If that actually happens, man, that's a take right there.
I think Devontae Smith is going to have a better rookie year than Jalen Waddle as well. But the Dolphins in this division, I have him placing third. Tua, how many games did he play last year after Fitzpatrick?
I think he
single digits.
At least
eight,
double digits, I think.
8 games?
8 games? Okay, my bad.
Half of a rookie season. He's still a rookie in my books, man. Go ahead, Chetan. What are you going to say?
Because I feel like I think they had the bye week at 9. So I think he might have only played 8.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know, but he's still pretty much a rookie.
Still haven't played a whole season, yeah. Correct. He's still a rookie. I agree with that.
Moving on, Patriots, another rookie quarterback. Bill Belichick has found his guy, but his guy will have to go through the growing pains. And rookie quarterbacks, man, they make a shitload of mistakes throughout the season. But I do think he's in good hands. I do think Mac Jones is in good hands with Bill Belichick, and I do think they might sneak into the playoffs. I'm not foreshadowing anything about later in the episode, but I do think the Patriots will be floating above that 500 mark. And the number one team in this division has to be the Bills. They got weapons everywhere, defense, offense. They got passing, running. They got Josh Allen. They got Stephon Diggs. That whole team is complete. The Patriots ruled this division for a long time, but hey, the Bills are now, and I think the Bills might be one of the best teams in this whole conference, actually.
All right, Chetan, are you gonna make it another clean sweep, bro?
It's exactly the way you guys said it. And I guess the only thing I would say is how confident am I in Mac Jones? Because if we're being honest here, when we talk about these statistics about how many first round quarterbacks survive and how many of them are, going to make it out of their first contract, compared like who are the superstars? We already talked about Trevor Lawrence is literally what Andrew Luck is supposed to be, right? And I guess that's my only thing here is we have one QB in this division who's a superstar. He is absolutely everything you want a quarterback to be in Josh Allen, right? They're going to win the division. They have the best quarterback. Mac Jones, if he's going through the same thing that Tom Brady did in the early 2000s, where that defense is going to be the way it is, if that defense finishes top 5, yeah, they should be second place and potentially a wild card. My issue with Tua, and I want to love Tua because the kid was a baller in Alabama, but until like that they prove something, and he proves that, okay, yeah, no, last year it wasn't because the NFL game was moving too fast for me. It was literally the hip injury because that I suffered back in college. If that is literally the reason that he looked like that and he looks great, I think this second and third place is going to be closer than you think. It's literally going to come down to if they play week 18 or not. And I think they do, don't they?
I have no idea because I care about week 1 and I don't care about week 17 right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. But,
all right, let's move.
And then the Jets, obviously. I expect great things from Zach Wilson. I think they're still, like Abby said, a couple years away. I think I'd probably add a year or two to that just because their defense doesn't instill any confidence in me. But that offensive line in a couple years is going to be one of the best offensive lines. And Zach Wilson is going to be very well protected with Mekhi Becton, and the other one is
Tucker.
Elijah Vera Tucker, right? Yep. No one's getting through that left side of that line. So, but yeah, that's for clean sweep here.
All right, now let's go to this is the most fascinating division for me. One of the top 3 divisions in terms of interest level, and for me, AFC North. I'm going to start this off. I love Joe Burrow. Everyone knows this. I love him. I think Cincinnati has a very bright future. I think they made a huge mistake. I understand he hasn't played a game yet. I'm not trying to rip the guy. I think they made a monumental mistake by drafting a receiver with the 5th pick and not picking Penei Sewell. I think they're going to regret that decision. Jamar Chase, I'm not saying anything bad about him. I think he's going to be a very good receiver in this league. But you got to protect the man, bro. You got to protect your investment. And Joe Burrow is your investment. And they will, in my opinion, regret that, at least for this season for sure. I don't know how many people are going to agree with this, but I have the Ravens finishing 3rd in the division. I have the Steelers finishing 2nd. And I can't believe I'm saying this. It's been a long time. The Cleveland Browns are going to finish 1st and win this division for the first time since my mama was 10 years old. I don't know how old my mama was. But, bro, Cleveland, LeBron James. Oh, LeBron going to cry, bro, when that happens. But I think the Ravens, bro, they got too many injuries, man. They lost every running back except Gus Edwards. Rutgers, shout out. Rutgers alumni. Proud of that. But Rashad Bateman, their first-round pick, he's hurt. He's going to miss multiple weeks. Marquise Brown, he's aight. Sammy Watkins, So I think he's always hurt, but he's very good. Mark Andrews, he got paid. Very good. I think the O-line is going to be, they lost Orlando Brown. They're going to be okay. I can't name you a pass rusher on this team. Calais Campbell is like 35, and he doesn't rush from outside. He rushes from the interior. So Matthew Judon, he went to New England. So they just lost a linebacker. They had the best secondary in football. I give you that. They had the best three corners. You got Marcus Peters, you got Marlon Humphreys, and you got Jimmy Smith. So they have the best three corners. I give you that. That's going to save them. But I think the Ravens are going to finish third. But I still think they're gonna have a winning record. But I say they finished third. I think the Steelers, they have a defense. They have one of the best defenses. TJ Watt. Their linebackers coming back from injury. His name's escaping me right now. Devin Bush, Mika Fitzpatrick, Joe Hayden. They got players. Tuitt, Stephon Tuitt. They got him, Cam Hayward. They got players on defense, bro. On offense, you got Juju. You got Deontay Johnson. You got Chase Claypool. You got our man, Najee Harris. This man is going to be a superstar in this league. I love him. Me and Chetan basically spoke him to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That gold, that yellow and black and yellow, he belongs in it. He represents Pittsburgh. Big Ben, I think you'll see a better version of this year. He was coming off of a serious arm injury, elbow injury. I think you'll see a better version of him this year. I think the Steelers finished second place. And once again, I can't believe I'm saying this, the Cleveland Browns, they just got too much talent, bro. They got the best O-line in football. They have one of the best D-lines in football. They have a very solid secondary. They have probably their weakness is probably linebacker. On offense, they got two running backs. They got Jarvis Landry, and then they got that man. That man, I hope he's back. This league is better when he's back. Odell Beckham Jr. Show out, my friend. Show out. Make Baker Mayfield's life easier and win Cleveland their first division, I think, since God, bro, I don't think I was born yet, but I think Cleveland has finally got something to root for in the dog pound. Arun, your thoughts, your four teams.
All right, I got the same four teams as you as well.
Ooh,
I do think the Browns, after watching them in that wild card game last year against the Steelers, I do think the Browns have some potential. I think I really liked the Browns last year. They really proved me wrong and surprised me. They were really good last year.
all of us wrong.
Yeah, so I don't think the Ravens have done much to improve. I feel like teams are gonna figure out Lamar Jackson, and to make things worse, their running backs are going down left and right. They're so desperate right now in that backfield. There's rumors of them signing Le'Veon Bell.
They did sign him. Yep.
They signed him. Yeah,
Yep,
that's so yeah, desperation mode. That button has been pressed, and I do think they will finish second in that division. Third team has to be the Steelers, Najee Harris. I think Big Ben's on his way out.
You're saying so you're saying the Ravens
I'm going from
second.
yeah, I'm going from top to bottom just because we have the same team. I just wanted to go with the Browns first team because I
got you.
Yeah. So the second team will be the Ravens. I feel like I said, I think teams will figure out Lamar Jackson and their running backs are going down. That's a run heavy team, even though their defense is pretty good. I think they'll finish second. But the Steelers, Big Ben, old now. He threw 4 picks in that wild card game against the Browns that I just mentioned a few moments ago. Even though he threw 500 yards, still threw 4 picks. He's not the same player like he was 10 years ago. I think the Steelers will finish third. And the last team, Bengals. Abhishek, you're absolutely right. I was surprised that they took Jamar Chase with that first round pick when they clearly needed O-line help, and they need to protect the quarterback. Man, Joe Burrow already getting lit up in his rookie year, goes down with a bad knee injury. Man, you got to do whatever it takes to protect your asset right there. And hey, they did get him a weapon, and I do think he had a say in that. That he wanted to draft Jamar.
I agree. Yeah.
But man, you got to think about your health. You got to think about, because this dude was a ragdoll. Him and Wentz before Joe Burrow went down. Yeah, they were ragdolls, man. I'm surprised Wentz even played all those games, to be honest. I'm happy he got benched because it could have ended bad. But hey, man, the Bengals, great future, but they're gonna be finishing last this year in the division.
Chetan, are you gonna make it? I don't think you're gonna have the same. I don't think you're gonna have it the same, bro. I got a feeling.
And that's funny because no, we're going 6 for 6 here. We have
Wow.
the same exact order, and it's mostly because, right? I was really hoping I was the only one that had Cleveland in first. I was so excited. I was like, yo, I'm gonna be the only one with Cleveland in first for some reason. I had it, and then all three of you guys had Cleveland. Both of you guys had Cleveland in first. So I'm a little disappointed there. I was so excited. I was like, yo, this is finally my time to shine. I've been rooting for them since they went 0-16. I rooted for them every single week to win a game. Now we're rooting for them to win a division. And obviously, they have my favorite player in the NFL on their offense, and Odell Beckham Jr. So, I made the joke last year when they lost to Kansas City. They were an Odell Beckham Jr. away from winning that game.
Yep.
Yeah, I love Jarvis Landry, but he is a number 2 wide receiver. He is not, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, and that's what Odell Beckham Jr. is. And if you're gonna win this division, and you have to go up against, like you said, the best secondary in the league with 3 of the best corners in the conference, you're gonna need Odell. So that's where it's first place. Second thing is, Pittsburgh. I don't know how I feel about their offensive line, but I can tell you this much is their defense. Yeah, they lost Bud Dupree, but that defense is still filthy. You can name anyone off of that list, and you can tell me, oh yeah, they made the All-Pro team last year. I'd be like, yeah, probably. Minkah Fitzpatrick, obviously, T.J. Watt, and all those boys, and yeah, you and I spoke it into existence. Najee Harris, who both of us are very high on, and I think he's going to be probably the second leading rusher in this division, depending on if Nick Chubb is just Nick Chubb, and the way it should go. But with Baltimore, yeah, they made all those great moves on offense. They got Lamar these weapons that he needed, right? But you and I this entire offseason said, hey, go get Julio. Hey, go get that number 1 wide receiver. And they didn't. Yeah, Rashad Bateman's going to be great, but he's not. To say he's going to be Julio his first season, no. Maybe, Julio's different, but like him being a number 1 wide receiver from the start, I don't think so. And then in addition to that, their defense got much worse. When we talk about Baltimore, we talk about a great defense, but guess what? The Ray Lewis is not walking through that door. Ed Reed's not walking through that door. They have a great secondary, but their linebacking core is lacking. And without Matthew Judon, where's the pressure coming from?
Week 1 Raiders upset. I'm saying it right now.
Right, and then just to wrap it up is, yeah, I think all 3 of us were shocked when Penei Sewell did not go to Cincinnati. I really hope Joe Burrow stays healthy, because I don't want another Andrew Luck situation where, a guy of that caliber, that much talent, has to retire because of injuries.
Yep. I think Joe Burrow feels the same way.
So I really hope he stays healthy this entire season.
Okay, guys, let's speed this up a little bit. I think this division we don't got to say much about. I'm gonna be honest here. AFC South, I'll start off. Last place team, Texans. I'm not gonna say shit about them. They got enough problems going on. Deshaun Watson, bro, God bless you. I hope you didn't do anything wrong. But if you did, shame on your ass, bro. That's all I'm gonna say about that team. They're gonna be absolutely garbage. Jaguars, bright future. Urban Meyer is making huge mistakes left and right. Travis Etienne out for the season. That's not a great start for them. Trevor Lawrence, I think he's gonna be the real deal. I think they're gonna be an okay team, maybe 5-6 wins, which is 5 more than last year. So I'm not gonna harp much more on that. Now we get down to the 2 teams that actually mean something in this division. I say the Colts finish second. This COVID vaccine nonsense is really going to make a team win or lose, in my opinion. And that's what Carson Wentz. I understand the vaccine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. you have your right to take it or not to take it. But when you not taking it could affect you legit winning or losing, because you may not be able to play, then that's a whole different ballgame. I think people are already looking at this man with the wrong eyes, sideways. He just left Philly, and I'm not hearing good things out of the Colts. I'm just not, from all the stuff I'm reading. And I think the Colts have a very good roster. And the Carson Wentz, this could be it. If he sucks it up here, that may be over. If you can't get it right with this head, and T.Y. Hilton being out for multiple weeks, that does not help matters. You're lucky Quentin Nelson is coming back. You're lucky that Jonathan Taylor is still there. That running game is still there. So that defense is going to be very solid. But I still think they're going to finish second because Carson Wentz missed all of training camp. So he knows nothing. I understand it's the same system, whatever, but you got to practice. We saw Tom Brady, the GOAT, last year. Almost no practice. How'd they look in the season? They started off 7-5, and then they went on that run. They didn't lose a single game afterwards. And Tom Brady is Carson Wentz's father. Beyond, he's Jesus to him. So good luck, Carson Wentz. And then I think the Titans clear and cut. They win this division. Their defense can't be any worse than last year. It just can't. So they're gonna go only up from there. You brought in Julio freaking Jones, AJ Brown, and him. They have the right to call themselves the best tandem in football. I give you that. That's what Derrick Henry. What do I have to say about this man? This man carries bodies. He carries people. He carries animals. He carries the load of Tennessee on his back, and he still keeps running. Taylor Lewan, my man, Derrick Henry ran for 2 bills, 2K, without Taylor Lewan, top 5 left tackle in football. He's coming back. So I know Taylor Lewan's happy. I know Derrick Henry's happy. I know Ryan Tannehill's happy. And I think that defense will only get better. I think Tennessee will clearly win this division. Arun, your thoughts? We don't even got to discuss the last 2 teams. I'm going to be honest. Don't even discuss
Jaguars and Texans. Yeah, we don't have to discuss that. Trevor Lawrence, he's going to have a good rookie year, but not enough to make them title contenders or playoff contenders or whatever. But the top 2 teams in that, the South right here, AFC South, I'm going with the Colts first, number 1 team. I do think Carson Wentz. I'm a huge Carson Wentz fan. I'm not being biased here at all. If you guys think I'm being biased, you guys obviously don't know me, but I do think the Colts will be number 1 in this division. And Tennessee, they got Julio, they got AJ, they got weapons, but Colts got Wentz.
Oh so my God!
I'm gonna go with
really just said that, bro.
Yeah, I'm a Colts fan this year, man, and there's
I know
no
why
way.
you are though. Hold on. Why are you Colts? I know why you are.
Okay.
If the Colts make the playoffs, what happens, everyone? Tell us the truth. What happens?
What do you mean? What do you mean if they make the playoffs?
The
whole narrative on if the Colts
happens?
make the playoffs, the whole narrative on Wentz and that whole Philly thing is dismissed.
No. But something happens for your Eagles,
right?
though. Something happens.
I don't care, man. I don't care. We got Jalen Hurts. We got him on a minimum contract. We got the reigning Heisman player. I'm good with the future. If Wentz could ball out, hey, man, I don't care about no draft pick, man. I want Wentz to bounce back. And this division is it's going to be hard with the Titans, man, because Titans got so much freaking talent on both sides of the field. But I'm going with Wentz, man, because last time I seen him with a healthy team, with some type of stability around him from the front office with the coaching. I saw him play very, very well. And that the moment I'm referring to was when he won MVP, and even like a season after that or 2 seasons after that, when that team was just bombarded with injuries, and he had practice squad players, and he led them to the freaking playoffs and got concussed by Clowney. I don't even want to go back to that. That's bad memories right now. But 9 minutes career in his playoff career. I hope he can make the playoffs and play a full freaking game. And yeah, that's it.
Before you go, Chetan, Arun, question.
Oh my God.
Who has a better career going forward? Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts.
Damn. Yo, a career like I pray no one ever has the career like Wentz had so far, bro. This man is this is the most saddest thing I have ever seen in my freaking life, bro. You're on top of Mount Everest. You're about to win the MVP. Your second year in the league, and you go down, man. I don't even know how to answer that question, to be honest, because
I'll let it go.
Jalen
I'll let it go.
Hurts.
You've been through
You
enough.
could come back to me at the end of the season. I can maybe answer this maybe at the end of the season. Right now, I
I
can't though.
Chetan, real quick, get into the division, bro. We got to speed this up a little bit. Go ahead.
I mean, I think you know how I feel about this division. I rather talk about how many yards Derrick Henry is going to get a rush for this year. So that's pretty much my take on this division. It's pretty much Indianapolis had a chance to possibly trade for Julio Jones, and they didn't, and their division rivals get there, and that's going to put them over the top.
All right.
Tennessee wins this.
Sweet and simple. I like that. Sweet and simple because the division, in my opinion, is a two-team race. No need to discuss the rest. Now, this division, this and the other division, the AFC North, I have my eyes on. I think this. Yeah, I don't want to say that. I think this division could have the most wins in the AFC combined. So now let's get into this. I think Raiders finished last. I'm sorry, Derek Carr. I got love for you, bro. Darren Waller. I love him, tight end. But I think this is it. I think one of them are gonna get fired. I don't want to say who, but bro, you gotta win some damn games. And I think they're playing at the wrong time because of teams in the division. Denver, I feel, finishes third. And they're going to be the best third place team in football, in my opinion. Best third place team over Seattle. They will be the best third place team in football. The Chargers. Let's see Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert. Can you do it again? Are you really that guy? Oh, that rookie year was phenomenal. Keenan Allen, Derwin James comes back on defense. Derwin James comes back on defense. A superstar safety. Chris Harris. They got Joey Bosa. They got players, man. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler. So they got the talent. And do I really got to say this, bro? My man hasn't lost a game in September. So you know they got to start off right. And you can't pick against this team until they give you a reason to doubt them. Kelsey, Hill, Andy Reid, Tyrann Mathieu, O-line, Orlando Brown, etc. No need to say more. Chiefs, LA, Denver, Raiders. I think it's going to be the most competitive division with the NFC West in football. Arun, your thoughts?
I got the same exact order as you.
Oh, my God.
The Raiders, I do think they'll finish last in this division. The Broncos, I don't know, man. The Broncos, they haven't been good for a few seasons now, but I do think they'll be better than the Raiders. I'm not high on the Raiders no more. If you asked me 2 seasons ago, I was pretty high on the Raiders after seeing what they did last year and whatever. They've been just downhill ever since. I feel bad for Gruden, and I feel bad for Derek Carr because ever since that injury, that team has not been the same. But moving on, the next 2 teams, I'm going with the Chargers, number 2. I'm not gonna give them a wild card spot. I don't know. I have a bunch of other teams that I'm giving the wild card spot to. We'll go over that in just a bit. But Chiefs, number 1, obviously, went to the Super Bowl, and I do expect them to be the number 1 seed in that conference and division.
Go ahead, bro, real quick.
I mean, I got the same order as you guys.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Until the Chiefs can give me a reason to pick against them, I don't see a reason not to. I think Denver, it's the case of you had a chance to trade for Aaron Rodgers and you didn't. And that is going to be the difference maker between you and the LA Chargers. Because the LA Chargers got their quarterback of the future. And if he plays sensational, you're in a division where probably 2 of the top 5 quarterbacks in the conference are. That's pretty much it.
All right. I think we have gone over every division. And now I think it's time to go over, obviously, our AFC wildcard teams. So I'll start off. I think the Steelers. I'm high on the Steelers. I think the Steelers make the playoffs. I think the Chargers, they are very talented. I think they finally make the playoffs. And I think the Denver Broncos, with that talent, I think their quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, former Viking, he won't lose it for you. And that team, they got Jerry Jeudy, they got Cortland Sutton, KJ Hamler, Noah Fant. They got weapons, bro. And that defense with Von Miller and Chubb and the corner Sutton and the safety Justin Simmons, bro, they got players, bro. I think Denver, that home field advantage, the mile high, all that, the air. I think 3 teams from the same division make the playoffs, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Ravens miss out. I think the Patriots miss out again. If Cam Newton was playing, I would have picked the Patriots. Real talk. I would have picked the Patriots. Like Arun said, rookies struggle. I don't give a shit how good Mac Jones is. He ain't going to be that good as rookie season. I'm just being honest. Dolphins miss. Colts miss. Jags miss. Texans, please. And Vegas misses. I say the Steelers, Chargers, Broncos. Those are my 3 wildcard teams. Arun, give me your 3.
All right. So my first wildcard spot goes to the team in the AFC South. Obviously, I have the Colts making the playoffs, so that leaves the Titans with the wildcard spot. Then I do think the Ravens will make the playoffs as a wildcard team too, as well. And last but not least, AFC East. I think the Patriots might come out and take this wildcard spot. Yes, I know I've been preaching that rookie quarterbacks make a lot of mistakes, and I do think Mac Jones will make a bunch of mistakes. But guess what? None of these rookie quarterbacks have Bill Belichick as your damn coach, and Mac Jones has just that. And they have traded away Cam Newton, or they have released Cam Newton, so Mac Jones doesn't even have to look over his shoulder no more throughout the season because he knows that job is his. And Bill Belichick is showing the ultimate confidence in this kid, and I do think he's gonna go through a rough patch, but he's gonna figure it out throughout as the season progresses, and the Patriots will sneak in as a wild card team.
Chetan,
Uh,
your 3 teams.
in this exact order, Chargers take the first, Steelers, and then I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I think that's until again, Broncos, their quarterback situation. I'm gonna go with the quarterback that I know what he's gonna give me. And Lamar Jackson is a superstar. So I can't say they're gonna miss the division, miss the playoffs just because everything is against them when I've seen what Lamar can do. So yeah, that's about it.